Good afternoon and welcome to Goldlocked Classic Live. We're back again in Elwynn Forest today and we're going to be hunting some rares to start off with. It's been a very productive week. We've had a lot of really good sales come in, a lot of trade goods farmed. We're still in Elwynn today, but I'm hoping not for much longer. We got Big Burrito coming in hot on the Twitch with a cheer with 100 bits. Thank you very much. Here's to a great stream. Yeah, it's going to be a good one today. And if we've got some time, we're also going to log on and maybe level one of our crafting alts, because we unlocked Elwynn Forest. We are allowed to have a crafting alt of a human, any class that we like, who we're going to use purely for professions, so not for farming or anything like that, but purely for professions so that we don't have to learn and unlearn them on our main zone locked. So yeah, good to have you all here. How's everybody doing? We are going to get straight into it today. So we've got 3 zones unlocked so far: Elwynn Forest, Dunmoreau and Loch Medan. And we're going to check in on all of the rares for all 3 of those zones. And we'll make a little start here. There's quite a nice natural sort of loop that we can do around Elwynn. And then we'll pop up to Dunmoreau and Loch Medan and do them as well. We'll mine as much copper ore as we can on the way. Maybe kill a few humanoids for their linen cloth. And the reason we're doing this is because I've got loads and loads of trade goods. We're really rich with trade goods at the moment, which is a brilliant position to be in because they move fast on the auction house. So what we need today is we need some slower moving items, such as rare, unique items, some greens. So for example, we're going to go to this little house here that houses Morgaine the Sly. See if we can get the jeweled dagger, because for some reason I've been noticing the prices for a lot of these items has been steadily going up recently, so we're going to capitalise on that. And like I say, we're also going to make sure to get plenty of copper ore, because Burning Crusade will be here, or the pre-patch certainly will be here next month, which means the price of ore is going to shoot up, and I want to be ready when it does. So let's see if our first rare is here. Morgaine the Sly. It does not look like she is up, unfortunately. With the Burning Crusade pre-patch coming, it means there's a lot of players in the game at the moment, so a lot of competition for resources and for rares, but it also means that prices for everything have been going up a little bit, so it's kind of swings and roundabouts, goods and bads, but we're just gonna follow where the money is, and at the moment the money is in green rare items. Arthur's over on YouTube. How goes the Elwynn farm? The Elwynn farm, yeah, it's going really well actually. It was a very slow start, I think, but now that we know where to go, where to prioritise, to farm copper, to farm linen cloth, to farm green items, we're making some really good progress. My aim, and it might be ambitious, but my aim is to escape Elwynn this week. But obviously we're... Oh, Forest Lightfinger is up. Fantastic. Let's get a kill on him before anybody else gets a chance. Because I've never actually killed him with this character. So that's a very good start to the day. The farm goes well. We've got Nexus over on Twitch. welcome, welcome. Right, Thoros Lightfinger has a chance to drop the Thuggish Shield. Well, loads of other stuff, but the Thuggish Shield, and there's some gloves as well, the fingerless gloves. Either one of those we'll be really happy with because we've never got a kill on him. So let's have a look, see if we can't start this stream off strong. Alright, we've got the fingerless gloves. Nice, potentially selling for a couple of gold. That is a fantastic start. Makes up for not seeing Morgane the Sly there. So yeah, the Elwynn video, I've made a really good start on the editing of it, but obviously we need an ending with 75 precious gold pieces. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to try and farm some high ticket items and see if that can't push us over the line. So, next one we're looking for is Gruff Swiftbite down here. And his unique item, I always forget what it is. But I've never had it drop yet. I know that. Rares for Elwynn have been not so good for us. Most of their items haven't been selling, but now that they are starting to sell well, we're going to properly farm them. Because I'm ready to start exploring a new zone. I feel like we've been in Elwynn for a little while now. Best part of a month, I think. And for anybody who's new, either on the YouTube or on the Twitch, and doesn't already know, we're doing a Goldlocked challenge. So we have a gold amount that we have to farm in each zone that increases with every zone that we unlock. So we start out in Dunmorrow and we needed 25 gold, and the reason we need such small amounts is because we're playing in Classic. So 25 gold on a low level character is actually quite a lot of money. We did that. We escaped from there. We went to Loch Madan where we needed 50 gold, and now we're in Elwynn Forest where we need 75 gold. And once we get that amount, then we can head to a new zone. And the new zone, if you've seen the Goldbound challenge that Pathalerix is doing on retail, follows a similar pattern. We can go to any zone that's accessible using intended paths. So once we manage to get enough gold in Elwynn, we can either go to Westfall, Redridge Mountains, the Wetlands, or the Badlands. So we've got 4 zones open to us, all of them quite different in level, in content, certainly in gold making potential. So if I've got a little tier list in my mind of which is best and which is worst. Wetlands is like the S tier, you know, most amazing. That would be fantastic if we got that. Redridge is probably a close second. Then Westfall, and Badlands at the moment is really far down there. Not because it's not a good zone, just because we are not high enough level to really take on the mobs there. So that's where we're at. That's what we're doing today. But yeah, how are you guys doing? We haven't been live since last weekend. So outside of the challenge, I've got my Christmas decorations up now. Feeling very festive. Purchased an ungodly amount of Christmas chocolate literally went into the shop and purchased like one of every different type of chocolate that they sell. I wish I was exaggerating. And just, yeah, loving life. Okay, so grab all of that. So there's a rare that can spawn in this mine called Narg the Taskmaster. Another rare that I have actually never seen on this character. So if we could see him today, that would be fantastic. I think last stream we got pretty lucky with our drops. We managed to get the... what did we get? We got the jeweled dagger from Morgane the Sly, and we got the brood mother carapace from Mother Fang. Both have really high theoretical value. And now we just got to convert that into sales. But potentially worth about 13 gold between them if they sell at the recommended price, which is never a given. But it's still nice to see those auctions going up on the auction house. Okay, no Narg the Taskmaster, and because we've seen Thoros, he normally spawns around here, but he was actually over here. But we'll go down here anyway to this little dock, because there's usually loads of treasure chests and loads of copper ore as well. You can see there's a treasure chest inside the house, which we need to kill the dock master to be able to access. As soon as we attack this guy, 3 bodyguards are going to spawn. Thankfully we know what to expect. So I'd say we've got Elwynn down to a pretty good art at the moment. I think apart from a couple of elusive rares, I've killed pretty much every single mob in the zone. Some of them literally hundreds of times. Okay, so we're going to head up, we're going to mine as much copper ore as we possibly can. And at the moment I am hoarding copper ore, because I'm expecting the price to skyrocket in about a month. So if we get Badlands, we'll at least have a little bit of a head start on the gold, which will be really helpful. Because whatever the next zone is, the gold toll is going to go up by 25 gold, so we're going to need to find 100 gold in that zone. And the rules are pretty simple. We can't group up for the sake of farming. We can't buy off the auction house. We can of course sell on the auction house. We can't trade with players, and also all of my sales are made on a different character, so nobody knows the name of my auction house character, just to keep the sales honest. Because some people, if they knew the name of my character, they might go in and they might buy the auctions, and that might distort the gold making potential of what we're kind of showing off in each zone. So we want it to be as honest and realistic as possible. So we're doing everything ourselves. Anonymous sales. It's going pretty well so far. And we'll get a few tags on the geomancers, because these guys have a nice little drop. In the form of magic candles, like that. So magic candles potentially sell for a nice little chunk of silver. 15-20 silver is what we've been seeing at the moment. Which for something with a 33% drop chance is a really good sale price. But I guess it's not the kind of farm that a lot of higher level players want to do, so that just means more profit for us, which is great. And we'll go into the mine in a second. We'll see if Mother Fang is up to get another Brood Mother Carapace. And then we'll head round the corner for Fed Fennel. And then we're going to head out of Elwynn, because I've spent so many hours in Elwynn. Have not been back to Dunmoreau since we left it in the very first episode. Apart from, obviously, to fly via Ironforge occasionally. But otherwise, really not been back to the zone. So it'd be nice to revisit some of those rares. Oh, that was amazing for magic candles. We potentially just got like a best part of a gold's worth of value in magic candles right there. Let's see if we can't get 5. If you've ever heard of streamer luck, it is 100% a thing. My drops seem to be infinitely better when streaming versus when just sort of farming on my own. Mine looks like maybe it's been cleared out. Spiders are still up though, so we might be lucky. I think Mother Fang has been our most reliable rare. Don't think many people bother to come back here. Is she up? No, I don't think so. But we have got a treasure chest at the end of the cave, which we will 100% open. And what we want from these treasure chests is silver bars. But that one, unfortunately, just contained junk. Right, let's feed our poor boar, who, as of the last live stream, is called Burrito Boy. Thanks to Big Burrito, who's currently in the chat. Because a couple of weeks ago we became affiliates on Twitch which means we got access to channel points and various other cool stuff over on there. So for 1,000 channel points, you can actually change the name of our pet. So if you don't like the name Burrito Boy, which I can't imagine why you wouldn't, but if you don't like it, or you like something else more, then if you manage to accumulate 1,000 channel points, you can be the one renaming it. We've also been running a few predictions, and we'll run some today as well, where you can bet channel points for various things. So it might be like, for example, if Mother Fang was up, you know, is she going to drop the Brood Mother Carapace? Yes or no? You can bet on what you think is going to happen, and if you're right, then you win the channel points of those who voted wrong. So that's a nice little way to earn some more. Nice, 5 magic candles. That's like a gold right there. We got something earlier as well, the fingerless gloves. That's 2 gold. We just made about 3 gold in the last half an hour, not including all our other stuff. We've got loads of copper ore. We've got some miscellaneous stuff as well. So not only am I hoarding copper ore, I'm also hoarding gems. Because again, when jewel crafting drops, the value of gems is, I predict, going to skyrocket. So I'm not selling any of those, I'm holding on to those, and I'm hoping we're going to get a big payout in about a month's time. Or loads of people are going to come on and farm and crash the market. It's a little bit of a risk, but we'll just have to see how we go. I think I've got about 300 copper ore, roughly, saved up. I'm aiming for at least 500 before the Burning Crusade patch comes out. I'm not sure exactly at which point jewel crafting actually drops. I think it could be with the pre-patch, or it could be with the actual expansion. I don't actually know. If anyone knows when jewel crafting actually drops, that would be very helpful information. Okay, so our final rare we're looking for is Fed Fennel, who drops the Pale Skinner, if we're lucky. But even if not, killing these gnolls is fantastic because they drop so much linen cloth. That it's always worth just clearing the carousel. See him? Can we see our rare? I don't think so. That's fine, I just killed like 50 gnolls. Yeah, and the other thing Zeth. Greetings, good to have you here. So, I think we've had like 3 streams now where we've got channel points, so we must have some people getting some watch streaks now, which is very good. Yeah, how are things going, Zeth? Okay, no fed fennel, but plenty. Oh, almost didn't loot a mob. Plenty of very good items found. So definitely worth the little trip up to Stone Cairn Lake. You're doing good? Got some housework done today, now relaxing with video games and Twitch. Nice. That is, yeah, pretty much exactly the same as my day. Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you. I'm doing good. We got the Christmas decorations up. I did a real deep clean of the house today. Got to be done. Yeah, and then same, just chilling, playing some WoW, seeing if we can't escape Elwynn. Okay, also chuck some of this stuff in the bank. And then we'll hop on over to Iron Forge.
Go with honor.
I suppose we don't need the
Need help?
fingerless gloves or the magic candles.
Light blade.
Always feels nice and rewarding afterwards. Doing chores, doing a bit of cleaning is very, very satisfying to look around a nice, clean. The kitchen, especially, I find, is a very satisfying place to clean. Yeah, new bed sheets on, stuff like that. Creates a very relaxed environment, I find, knowing you haven't got to do anything. Yeah, what video games are you playing today? For those of you wondering what that lovely badge is next to Zeth's name, he's got a Founder's Badge there, and I think we've still got a couple more Founder's Badges up for grabs. So if you've got Amazon Prime, then you can grab it for free, which is very cool. Because I think there's only 10 of them up for grabs. Right now it's Warhammer 4000, Inquisition, Martyr, an action RPG. Nice, very nice. I remember I played Warhammer 40,000. I can't remember. Is that the only variant of it? I remember probably about 3 years ago now, playing a Warhammer 40,000 game quite intensely for a while, because it was a similar time where my brother had got into Warhammer, and he was sort of encouraging me to play. but I honestly couldn't tell you what version it was, if there are multiple versions. But I remember really enjoying it. A very tactical game. Zeth got coming in with the 3-stream streak. Nicely done. Oh, there are a lot of 40k games. Fair enough. Yeah, like I say, it was about 3 years ago, so I can't remember which version it was exactly. But I remember it was a lot of fun. I also got, in the Black Friday sales, I got all of the Warcraft remastered. So Warcraft 1, 2 and 3 remastered for like half price, which is really cool. So I'm going to go and play them again. I played Warcraft 2 and 3 a long time ago, but I couldn't honestly... Yeah, can't really remember the details of them, so it'd be fun to play again. I always liked the Red Alert games, and they're kind of similar. Base building, army building, which is a very fun genre, I think. Right, so we're back in Dunmer. So we're again gonna do a little scan of all the rares, and then we'll walk over into Loch Medan and do the same there. So we've already got one rare drop, so hopefully we can get some more. Three years ago, maybe it was Warhammer 40k Mechanicus. Turn-based game though. Yeah, it was a turn-based game, so it could well have been that. I'll have to look it up in a little bit and see if I recognise some of the art. But yeah, I quite like games like that. I think there's potentially a bit more, I'd say a bit more structure to them, which is nice. Games like WoW are good when you know, just want to be able to do anything, but sometimes actually it's nice just to have a bit more structured gameplay, as it were. Otherwise you kind of get, or I anyway, get a bit of decision paralysis. Same reason why I really like the Warcraft games. Right, let's see if Timber is up. He's usually patrolling around. Oh, there he is. Patrolling with his couple of other wolves. Right, let's see, what can we get from Timber? The white wolf gloves and the silver-lined braces. The white wolf gloves are the better drop, in my experience. And that's exactly what we got. About 50 silver, 1 gold. Nice little drop. Next we'll see if we can find Gibblewilt. Uvacavs just followed. Thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad to have you here. And we've got Muck337 over on Twitch as well. Welcome. Right, we've got a warlock running around here, so he may have taken out the rare. But we'll have a little run around and see if we can't spot him. Gibberwilt does kind of stand out because he is, I think, a warlock or a mage, where the rest of these are warriors. So you can kind of spot him quite easily because he's wearing different armour. So he could be anywhere here in sort of overground Nomagon. I'm up 337 just subscribed with Twitch Prime, getting a Founders Badge. There are 4 Founders Badges remaining. Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Muck. Really appreciate that. Means you get access to all of my emotes as well.
Here there.
All of them are animations of old Goldlocked here, as you can see. And we got a couple of I think we got like a wheel spin emote and a coin one as well. So hopefully we'll be able to use that wheel spin emote in a live stream in the next week or two. We get a couple of good big ticket sales come through, then I can well, we'll have a nice ending to our video and we'll be able to explore a new zone, which I am very excited for. I feel like we've got so many good options on the wheel at the moment. I feel like last wheel it was kind of wetlands or nothing, but now we got Westfall, we got Redridge, and we still got the wetlands, so I'll be happy with any of those. As long as it ain't the Badlands, I'll be happy. Although the masochistic part of me kind of wants the Badlands. Loads of ore in here, which is fantastic. So we'll head round this way because that's where all the mining drops seem to be. Level 70 Twinks forever. What are you farming at the moment? I'm farming rares at the moment. So we're going to try and find Great Father Arcticus in this cave. And he drops the Frostmane Scepter, I think, which previously we've sold for a couple of gold. So if we could get another one of those, that'd be awesome. We've gone around all of the rares in Elwynn, managed to get the fingerless gloves. We killed Timber here and got the White Wolf gloves. And then we're going to head over to Loch Medan and do the same there. Hunt all the rares. Because I've got loads and loads of trade goods. Loads of linen cloth, loads of copper bolts, bars, copper ore, some disenchanting materials. So we're pretty stocked up on them. But we need some more high ticket items. Because that's what we're a bit short on. Because there aren't that many of them in Elwynn. So that's kind of why we're exploring a little bit further afield. But level 70 twinks forever. I'm assuming you are really looking forward to Burning Crusade release. Oh, that was a poor treasure chest. Right, now can I grab this without jumping down? No. But the nice thing about farms like this is we're also going to get loads of extra trade goods as well as we go around. So it feels like a really productive farm because we're kind of doubling up on what we're getting. And Uvacavs just subscribed with Twitch Prime, getting themselves a Founders Badge as well. Thank you very much. And welcome to the very exclusive Founders Club. There can be only 10. So yeah, you've done well to get yourself one of those. And it means you can watch without ads, you have access to all the emotes. And I think you get more channel points as well. Although we have renamed our channel points to gold to be thematically appropriate. Right, let's see if Great Father Arms doesn't look like he is, unfortunately. Which is a shame, but... Ooh. What do we get there? We got the Frostmane Staff a minute ago. That's fantastic because that is worth gold, and we have sold it before. We sold one. Well, it was 50 days ago, but we sold it for a gold and a half. That's pretty good. Frostmane Hand Axe, potentially worth something as well. And what else did I see? Frostmane Club. Frostmane items for some reason really sell well. So that's awesome. Got like a whole set of Frostmane weapons there. Plus the White Wolf gloves. We are just swimming in item value here. This is fantastic. Okay, we're going to take on this whole village of trolls here. Not that it should be too much of a challenge, we do have 15 levels on them. I thought I could do this at level 11. And I almost died. So it's nice to come back and feel a lot stronger. Right, we got any treasure around here? Doesn't look like it. Right, next up we're going to head to the Yeti Cave. And we're going to try and find Edan the Howler. What does he drop? He drops a cloak, I think. Wendigo fur cloak. And the bloodstained knife. The bloodstained knife is what we want, but we'll take the cloak. This is when you know you spent too many hours farming in the zone, when you know every rare and their drops off by heart. But it's good. I feel like we have got a wealth of gold making knowledge now. Which personally I'm quite enjoying compiling, because never really would have thought to farm gold in any of these zones before. Then who we got? We got Bjarn, who has no unique drops, sadly, and we've got Hammerspine, who has the potential to drop this, the Ice Pain Warhammer, which we can definitely get multiple gold for that. So Dummerow is it's got some surprisingly good drops. We'll kill Old Icebeard while we're here. Because why not? Oh, that's fine. You don't.
How are you?
It's fine. We don't need help, please. I mean, it's fine. You can. He's dead. You can grab it. Why am I in caps? What do they need help with? Where are they gone? Disappeared. I killed the elite, so they should be able to grab the chest and do the quest. Okay. I assume they don't need my help anymore. So we need to enter the cave here. And Edan the Howler is like right at the back of the cave. So we'll kill loads of yetis, get loads of linen cloth on the way. Because gold farming is like the opposite of hardcore. In gold farming we love caves. Caves have copper ore, or have ores, they have treasure chests. Usually a high density of fast respawning mobs. They are a dream as long as we're high enough level to take them on. Here we are, the Grizzled Den. So we're not really going to bother to skin these guys. Because I haven't found skinning to really be worth our time. Especially not at low levels where we're just getting like ruined leather scraps. We'll certainly loot them. Now, I think in theory Edan can be anywhere in this cave, but he tends to be sort of at the extremities, so you wouldn't normally encounter him while you're questing. We might get lucky, he might be really near the entrance today. You never quite know. And then another thing we should probably do is farm some of those ogre elite mobs, because we've got loads of rested experience. Because the last week I've basically just spent the whole time in Elwynn, so we've not actually used any of that rested XP. So we should probably make use of that. Because it's one of those, you know, use it or lose it kind of scenarios. Right, let's run past these guys, unless they force us to kill them. I remember them dropping better loot than this. We seem to be getting a lot of greys. Right, this is where I've seen Edan before, is in this little bit round here, but not today. Wow, maybe somebody's killed him. It's very unusual not to see Edan up, because most people really don't bother to come into this cave. Ah, there he is, there he is. I would have been really surprised if he was not. Let's have a little look at his drop chances. The thing we want from him is the blood-stained knife. Because the blood-stained knife not only is a really good low-level dagger, so people tend to buy it, but it's also got a pretty cool, like, red-tinted appearance. So it's got 24% drop chance. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a prediction. So, will Eden drop the bloodstained knife? There's a 24% chance that he will. So, use that when sort of casting a prediction. And I'll give you a minute to make that. So if you want some, if you want a chance to get some channel points, here you go. So 24% chance of dropping the bloodstained knife. If he drops the cloak, we're not really fussed about that. You've got about 20 seconds left. Well, we've got more people saying no than... more people saying yes than no. You guys are optimistic. Okay, so we got... what have we got? Let's have a look. We've got 42% for yes, 58% for no, so pretty optimistic. Will he drop the bloodstained knife? Let's have a look. He did not. He did not. He dropped the fur cloak, which is a pretty common drop for him. But he did not drop the bloodstained knife. So well done if you said no. We'll skin him. Why not? Ruin load of scraps. Brilliant. So we did get the Wendigo fur cloak, which isn't a bad drop by any means. We'll definitely take it. We can probably get like 50 silver for that. Wonder what it looks like. Oh, it's got a pretty basic appearance, if we're being honest. So we're not too fussed about the appearance. I don't think many others will be either. But it is a unique item, so you never know. Someone might pay a little bit of money for it. We'll head over and we'll see if we can get Bjarn. So he can spawn in any of one of these large areas. Kyle11 just followed over on YouTube. Thank you very much. And so did Dark Andy. Followed over on YouTube. Thank you both very much. Good to have you here. So for those of you that are joining as we enter our second hour, we're doing some rare farms around all of the zones that we've unlocked. So around Elwynn, Dunmoreau and Loch Modan. We've been around Elwynn, got a couple of decent drops there, worth a few gold. Dunmoreau, we've got loads of the Frostmane weapons, which tend to sell pretty well. You can see I've sold all of these in the past. Probably back when we were in Dunmoreau for the first time. So probably collectively worth about 3 gold. The White Wolf gloves as well, worth a little bit. And the Wendigo fur cloak, also worth a little bit of silver. And we're doing all of this in the hope that we can get over the 75 gold mark and escape Elwynn. And unlock a new zone. And I think of all the zone roles, I think this is the one I'm definitely most interested in because we've got a good variety of zones. ANS1, why are we back in Dunmoreau? We're just trying out we're just hunting all of the rares in all of the zones. So I've spent a lot of hours in Elwynn. And I think I've got a really good stash of just about every single item that drops in Elwynn. Because, yeah, like I say, done quite a bit of farming time there. So just mixing it up a little bit, getting some variety in the scenery. So we've been all through the forest. Now we're exploring the snows of Dunmoreau, and then we'll explore a little bit of Loch Madan as well. But yeah, don't you worry. I think if there is a farm in Elwynn Forest, I'm pretty sure I have covered it. If not on the live stream, then certainly offline. And you'll see it in the video when we drop the Elwynn Forest video. This is actually the first time I've been back to Dunmoreau since we escaped here. Apart from, you know, flying through Ironforge. I actually haven't been back to Dunmoreau in about, well, however long it's been, 6 to 8 weeks maybe, since we escaped here. Stephen, at what point does the gold making speed up, do I reckon? For example, if you unlock Westfall, the materials you gather there won't be much different to Loch Madan, right? Yes, that is very true. That is very true. The gold making, I think, is going to really speed up, like you say, when we get an area that has new, like, trade goods. So that higher level of trade goods. So if we get the wetlands, that is, I reckon, when our gold making will really speed up. If the next zone is Westfall, then yeah, obviously there's a lot of new items to sort of gather in Westfall. But in terms of trade goods, which is one of our sort of core sources of income, yeah, we need to unlock a higher level zone. So that is why I have like everything crossed for getting the wetlands in the next spin. Because not only that, but there's also loads of really good farms in the wetlands. We've talked about a few of them. I'm sure there's many more to discover. And even getting the Badlands wouldn't be, like, it'd be hard, it'd be really hard. But we would at least get access to some higher level materials. Arcanol Madness. How goes it? It goes very well. Thank you very much. How are you doing? Good to have you here. We're going to see if we can't find the rare mob hammer spine in this here quarry mine. Because hammer spine drops probably the best rare item of the 2 starter zones that we've been in. The Ice Pain Warhammer. Ice Pain Warhammer's a really good mace that basically any sort of person who's buying gear for their like paladin ult is probably going to pay a fair amount for. The sound is doing that thing again? Oh no. What, the stuttering thing? Very interesting. Stand by, let me just check there isn't a rare mob nearby. Let's have a look and see if we can't fix that. Has that fixed the issue? No. Okay. Let's try plan B, which is basically the OBS equivalent of... Oh dear, made it worse. Yeah. Basically the OBS equivalent of turning it off and on again. Right. Let's get rid of that. And let's try this. Okay. Has that fixed the audio? It's interesting this only ever seems to happen on Twitch. There's too many other players around here for the rare to be up. Yeah, I think you are unfortunately correct. Could be up here. We'll just run ahead and see if it is. Okay, we're good. Awesome. Thank you for letting me know, because I generally can't... Oh, yes. There we go. It's also done the same on YouTube. Oh, okay. It must be iron then. Yeah, it's very curious. Very curious indeed. Right. Hammer Spine. We are hoping for the Ice Pain Warhammer. I've never had the Ice Pain Warhammer drop, so this will be amazing if it does. Ah, we got the ice-covered braces, which I've sold before for 23 silver, which isn't nothing, but... Oh, the sound is double now? Oh, how odd. Just kill this guy and then let's fix our sound. Yeah, it does this sometimes. Right, let's get rid of that. J75 just followed over on YouTube. Thank you very much. We're glad to have you. Okay, let's try this actually. So I've either just removed the sound or fixed it. You'll have to let me know. And Landcurrent just followed over on Twitch. Thank you very much. It's good to have you here as well, Landcurrent. Oh, and Landcurrent just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And you're very fortunate because you've got what was probably one of our last Founders Badges. Which is awesome because they're very exclusive. There's only 10 of them. So the fact that you got in so early means you get a Founders Badge. So thank you, really appreciate it. Now you'll have to tell me, can you hear the sweet, sweet sound of my mining? Or have I completely shot the audio? Because I've got two readouts. One of them's saying there is sound, one of them saying there isn't. So without going, it sounds good. Awesome. You're watching on YouTube, but you came over to give me the Prime. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. It's very kind of you. And John7519 over on YouTube saying it sounds good as well. Awesome. Thanks. I think, hopefully then, I may have identified the problem. It's interesting that it's a different problem each time. Actually, I'm going to keep some rough stones. I normally just sell them because they don't tend to be worth a lot, but actually I'm going to keep a few because I may want my crafting ult to learn blacksmithing, in which case having some rough stone is going to be very handy. I think I've kept about 100 in my bank anyway. But rough stone's really good for leveling blacksmithing. Arcanal Madness, sound is fixed. Awesome. Yeah, it's very interesting because my OBS is now telling me you have no sound. But my other readout's telling me I do, so... yeah, I'm guessing it's just lying to me. Okay, so that's all of the rares in Dunmoreau. So I've got a few decent little drops. I should have sold a couple of them. So what did we get in Dunmoreau? We got the White Wolf gloves, worth about half a gold. Wendigo fur cloak, probably worth about the same. These three Frostmane weapons, which are probably worth about 3 gold total. The ice covered braces, yeah, maybe worth a little chunk of silver if we're lucky. And another 57 copper ore. Things are going brilliantly. Let's head up this end and come in at the top of Loch Madan. And then we will have a look for all the rares here. What would be really awesome is if we could get Emog the Crusher. Because I've seen him once, but he was being fought at the time. So I actually haven't managed to get a kill on him. But he is an elite rare. And we're level 23 now. Maybe had a hit level 24 actually. He's got loads of rested experience. So we'll probably take him on. Grizzlack is always a good one. The large lock crocolisk, which we want the lock croc hide vest from. And then we've got a few others as well. A couple of beasts, a couple of trogs. And then what I might do is I might spend a little bit of time just here, because we've got so much rested experience and we're so close to level 24. Probably a good idea to use some of that, farm a few mobs, get ourselves an extra level. And what that does, having that extra level, just makes farming just that little bit easier. Makes us that little bit more efficient, which is always good fun. Because if we do get Badlands, we're going to need every level we can get. So whilst we're heading over, be curious to know what zone you guys want us to get next, because obviously I know what I want, but if you don't know already, then you guys actually have a chance to influence the wheel that we spin. So I put up a vote, and half of the wheel will be, the 4 zones split evenly, but the other half of the wheel will be whatever the viewer vote is. So if 80% of you decide you want Badlands, then we make the other 80% of the wheel Badlands. So it'd be good to get a kind of view of what zones you guys are thinking would be good. So we've got wetlands, which was just here, so temptingly close. We've got Badlands, which is just here, quite easily accessible. Searing Gorge is not accessible, although there is a path down here. We can't get the key for that zone until level 40. So we've got Wetlands, Badlands, and then obviously from Elwynn, we've got Westfall and Redridge. So if you could pick right here and now which zone we got, which zone would you go for? And why, I suppose. Land current, wetlands all the way. Arcanol wetlands for sure. Arcanol, given everything I mentioned on the YouTube stream, yeah. Yep, there are so many great farms. In a way, because there are so many great farms, like I'd be happy to just grind a couple hundred gold there. Just farming 100 gold seems like we wouldn't be doing it justice. Well, that's good. It's good that you guys are into the idea of the wetlands. A lot of skinning loot as well. Yeah, skinning would actually start to come online, I think. Has this guy just killed Grizzlack? Is that why he's in here? Ah. No Grizzlack today. Did I see a chest? Yeah, I did, but there's somebody opening it. Also with wetlands, you would have deviated a bit from Patholerics. Yes, that's true. That's true. I mean, he hasn't done Moreau yet, unless I've missed an episode. But yeah, you're right. Obviously, Elwynn. He did very extensively. Although he did Elwynn on retail, which is, trust me, a whole different kettle of fish. But yeah, you're right. It'd be nice to have some variety in the zones. I was thinking, oh, maybe I should have started in the Night Elf starting zone, and then I saw, I think somebody else is doing that. Christopher, when's the next video released? Well, my sincere hope is that the next video is going to be released sometime in the next week. So I've done a lot of the editing of it, but we don't yet have the 75 gold that we need. We're not far at all. A couple of high ticket items would put us over the line. So we really just need that last bit of gold, and yeah, then I can finish off the video, and then maybe if we're lucky, this is my hope, next weekend we can do the next spin, which would be awesome. And I think that is realistic. We've spent almost a month in Elwynn, so it would be good to have a new zone in the mix. So yeah, keep an eye out for it. But the nice thing is, so when I edit my videos, or when I make them, I should say, I kind of do it in stages. So, you know, the farms I've been doing so far, I've made all of that, done the voiceover, done everything for it. So kind of as we progress, the video gets made. So It doesn't mean we don't have to wait for the 75 gold to be done and then I have to make it, then I have all the effort of making the video. We've kind of made a start on it, so that's good. So as soon as we kind of hit the mark, we'll be ready to drop the video, really. And what I might do is, if we're really close, may release the video anyway, and see if we can't get the last little bit of gold on stream, if we're really close. But I would prefer to have it all. Because I kind of made the decision to just do one video per zone. And then just do more live streams. It's kind of the way I want to run it. If Duskwood was on the list, I would have said that, but we need to get that later. Yeah. Yeah, Duskwood will be a really good zone, I feel. Right, let's see if this guy has got... Ooh. The heavy spiked mace. We'll take that. Because I've sold that before for about 2.5 gold. The ironwood maul, there's not a lot of profit in that one. Heavy spiked mace. Now, do I get 2? That's quite a lot of investment. Looks like it's only going for a gold. I'm not going to over leverage myself on that one. A nice axe. What axe did we get? Did I miss a drop? Did I sell something I shouldn't have? Arcanine, were you talking about the mace? Or did we drop an axe and I've just missed something? Oh, the grey one? Yeah, unfortunately, so I have actually never sold a grey item on the auction house in Classic in this challenge, and I've listed a load. I've listed a lot of them. So I used to post them, because if you look at the tooltips on some of these, well, I just sold them all, but if you had a look, some of them it says like, oh, there's an auction up for 2 gold. And, you know, you'd kind of be forgiven for thinking, oh, that must be worth something. Literally never had it sold, even if I really heavily undercut. Just does not sell. So, I keep them to vendor. But yeah, I don't list grey items on the auction house anymore. On retail, 100%. Because they can all be used for transmog. Right. We've got 2 rares in this zone. We've got Emog the Crusher, who's one of the ogres. And we've also got the Large Lock Crocolisk, who has a very unimaginative name. Most rares get their own, you know, like, unique name. He unfortunately does not. Right, and we'll kill some enemies as well for some experience. See if we can level up to 24 while we're here. We're not taking on Elwynn level mobs here. Can't just one-shot them. Doke. So we'll actually head into Mogrosh Stronghold. Ah, Stu. 2485. You're watching whilst playing hardcore. Love that. What character are you playing on hardcore? I don't know if anybody else caught it, but I watched a stream by Saki Boy earlier in the week where he did... Oh. That's very kind of you. Thanks. Where was it going now? Thank you for letting me share in the kill. Yeah, he did a Makara tournament. In hardcore, so you had 3 hours to create a character from fresh, and then you had to meet up outside Orgrimmar at the end of the 3 hours, and then just Makara to the death, obviously, all the other players until there was just a single winner. So you had that 3 hours to kind of level up, level professions, you know, get whatever items or whatever you could. I was travelling on that day, which is really unfortunate because that would have been really fun to participate in. So hopefully he does something like that again. But it made me really think what would be so cool would be to get some like community events like that going. Because that was a lot of fun. Even just to watch was a lot of fun. You're playing an undead warlock. Amazing. I feel like undead for some reason are just the best race in hardcore. Right, can we take on a second one? Might be ambitious. We'll do our best. Yeah, I was having a little think since then of like potentially like gold making events that you could do on stream where people can actually get involved with it. Because personally I quite enjoy that. A bit more, you know, don't need to do it all the time, but it's like a one-off. It's a fun little thing to do. So we might set that, maybe it's like a milestone or something. When we get X amount of subs or something like that. Or so many views on YouTube videos and, you know, something to kind of work towards. Nice. How high level is your warlock at the moment? Ooh, nice. Shadow gem. So shadow gem at the moment, you can get about 15 silver for, but come Burning Crusade time, expect that price to go up. Oh, nice green drop there. Buccaneer's Call of the Whale, probably going to be a disenchant by the looks of it. But I haven't spotted Emog the Crusher. But then this is a zone where you get tend to get quite a lot of players coming through, so not too surprising. Oh, level 33 Affliction. That's pretty good going. That is pretty good for hardcore. find is that undead casters, mage, priest, warlock, all really good because there's so many humanoids in the first couple of undead zones, Terrace Fall and Silver Pine Forest, that you can level your tailoring pretty easy whilst you're leveling. So you get some pretty decent gear that's probably harder to get if you're like a warrior, say, because it's a bit harder to mine in those zones. But I do enjoy the sort of undead leveling zones. I'd say they feel the most unique in Classic. That and Night Elf as well. I suppose they're just a bit more separate from the other races. Right, let's run along the coast. Oh, actually we're pretty close to Shanda the Spinner. So we'll go there first. We'll do these guys and then we'll come back up. And we're only 4 bars off level 24, which is awesome. So Shanda the Spinner has no unique drops, unfortunately, but does have a nice pool of green items that she can potentially drop. So, and it's not too far out of the way, but, oh, she's not up. I was gonna say, tends to always be up because nobody really comes looking for her, but I was immediately proved wrong there. Oh, look at all this glorious copper ore. Jeez. I mined so much of it. So yeah, I'm hoarding copper ore at the moment. My plan is to wait until the Burning Crusade pre-patch, whenever it is that jewel crafting drops, and just sell it all then. Because I have a feeling the price is going to skyrocket. It has occurred to me I should maybe stop telling people that tactic, but it's fine. I don't like to gatekeep my gold making secrets. You guys should do the same. You should stack up on ores, stack up on gems, wait a month, and then sell once the price starts climbing. But you guys will probably have access to all of the higher level materials, so you can go and farm literally all the others. You can farm tin and mithril and iron and all that. Just leave the copper for me. Where are all of the mobs for that quest? Okay. The mob I'm looking for here is Lord Kondar, who is what are they called? What's the type of thing that he is? Buzzards. He's a big buzzard. I often see him around this area. Can't remember what his drops are, or unique drops anyway, if he does have any unique drops. But again, he's kind of on on a common questing or gathering path, so it's one of those. I just kind of kill him whenever I see him. But he wasn't there, so we'll kill or look for the Trog rares, because there are two of them and they're pretty close together. And I can see one of them is up there, Magosh. So we'll quickly make our way there before somebody else has the same idea. Magosh again can drop a really good mace, which I've not had drop for me yet, but I'm optimistic about today. It doesn't look like anybody else is leveling here at the moment, so hopefully should be able to get there first. Okay, amazing. Right, let's kill some bosses. Let's just kill Magosh first, shall we? Forgot how much of a hard hitter he is. Jeez. Pet's almost dead. Pet is dead. Oh yes, killed him. Okay. Yeah, let's run. We can come back another. Awesome. I'm just glad we got the kill in. Definitely could have played that a little bit smarter to have kept my pet alive, but it's fine, we're here. We killed the boss, that's all that matters. So the item we want off Magosh is this, the Trog Beater. Really strong two-hander that can be equipped by level 16. Really good item if we can get it. I reckon we can get a few gold for that. And when I say a few gold, you know, that's pretty significant for this challenge, getting multiple gold. Now is the other guy up is the question. Boss Galgosh. No. Okay, 1 out of 2 ain't bad. Okay, Magosh. What is the drop chance of this Trog Beater? 34%? Okay, pretty good. About 1 in 3. Let's start a new prediction, shall we? Will Magosh drop the Trog Beater? We'll give ourselves a couple of minutes. 34% chance of dropping the Trog Beater. So pretty good odds. So I'll just kill some other Trogs while we're waiting for that prediction. So will Magosh drop the Trog Beater? So if you want to make some channel points, now is your chance. got 220 versus 110 at the moment. Again, very optimistic. Very optimistic. So it's got a 34% drop chance. But we've killed him 3 times and we haven't got it yet, so, you know, maybe this is the 1 in 3. Maybe. So we've got the odds are reversed at the moment, 34% saying no, 66% saying yes. Final few seconds and then we'll loot. Okay, the predictions are in. Let's have a look. Come on, Trog Beater. This would be a nice big item if we can get it. Oh, we did not. We got the Desperado Cape, which is an okay item. 3 stamina, but it's not the Trog Beater, unfortunately. So the no's have it. We did not drop the Trog Beater. But we do have some copper ore down here somewhere. So we'll grab that, see if we can find our last 2 rares of the zone. So Stu, how much gold do I need before I unlock the next zone? I need 75 gold. Don't pay too much attention to the gold that's currently in my bag. Why did I not mine that? Oh, it's tin. So yeah, don't pay too much attention to what I've got in my bag because most of my auctions go on my auction house alt, just so that people don't buy up my auctions because they watch the videos. So I've made a fair few sales. We're not quite there yet, but we're not too far off. But yeah, we need 75 gold, and the amount of gold we need increases with each zone. So in the next zone, we'll need 25 more gold than that. So we'll need to farm an additional 100 gold. So it gets pretty hard. And given that just in the classic zones of Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor, there's, what, 40 zones? So we're going to be ending up needing like 1,000 gold per zone towards the end of this challenge, but that's a little way off for now. So yeah, 75 gold to unlock a new zone, to unlock our 4th zone. Arcanol Madness, nice upgrade for ourselves. It is a nice upgrade for ourselves, actually. That's a very good point. Yeah, I kind of forget that I need gear sometimes. But yeah, it is. It is. I will just check, you know, because if it's going for a few gold in the auction house, maybe worth selling. But if it isn't, then yeah, we'll definitely equip it. Right. Let's just have a look. In my target macro, I have got the large lockjaw cropolisk macroed. That'll do it. Stu, do I have fishing? A lot of money earned from that. I do have fishing, actually. Last stream we were doing some pool fishing here in Loch Madan. You're right, fishing, if you know, if you're in the right zones and you're fishing the right things, it can be pretty lucrative. You get about 4 or 5 gold an hour fishing just in Loch Madan, which is a pretty low level zone. So yeah, I've got fishing. I like to do a bit of fishing. It's a pretty chill activity, fishing. I mean, I find playing WoW pretty chill anyway, but this is doubly chill, which is nice. Okay, so that is our rares. We've done pretty good out of our rares. Got another few gold's worth of value here. So it's been It's been a pretty lucrative run so far. I'm gonna kill a load of ogres, just to get the last 2 and a bit bars of experience to level up to level 24. Because why not? Extra level means extra damage, extra survivability, just means quicker farming all round. So we'll use up some of our rested experience while we can. And then we'll see what we're going to do next. I did say we might level on our crafting, so we might do a little bit of that maybe. Or we might stay on here. We'll see. See what we're feeling. Maybe I'll put it out to a vote when the time comes. Yeah, if you're wondering, our crafting alts have all the same rules. Have to follow all the same rules as our main character. So they can't go into any zones that we don't already have unlocked. They can't join groups. They can't buy off the auction house. And we're not going to do any farming on them either. They're purely going to be for crafting. You love fishing. The Dark Shore grouper sells well on the auction house for the quest. Made a lot of money from them. Nice. I actually think we're not too far off. Oh no, I'm thinking of the wrong zone. We are a little way off being able to get to Dark Shore. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that with fishing, especially pool fishing. Where you can make some pretty serious gold per hour. But yeah, I like to try out all of the various ways of gold making, even if they're not, you know, even if you can get higher gold per hour doing something else. It's nice to mix stuff up. It's nice to have a variety of different items selling on the auction house. Yeah, it just generally makes things more interesting to have a bit of variety. Yeah, but here we can fish sagefish, and they sell pretty well. Can't remember how many silver we get for each one, but it's pretty good. Plus there's a variety of different items that also sell pretty well. We can also fish up from the schools. There's a few lockboxes as well, which are always fun, because lockboxes tend to have a really big pool of loot. So loads of different items that you can get from the lockboxes that you probably can't get from anywhere else. We just, of course, have to make sure none of them are, you know, actually require lockpicking. Because we cannot do that. That's why I think a zone like Arathi might actually be pretty difficult. Because I think a big way of gold making in Arathi is from the lockboxes. But we can't trade and we can't open them, so it's going to be pretty hard for us. Ooh. Our poor boar almost did not survive that. green items here, which is nice. Even if we don't sell them on the auction house, we can always disenchant them. Definitely go out of our way to get some tin veins because tin ore is in pretty short supply. It's quite rude. It's good to kill some brutes actually because we need them for the quest. Because the brutes almost always come in pairs, so it's really hard to kill them and they hit really hard. As you can see, my pet almost died just from an encounter with one of them. But see here, you can't pull one without pulling the other. So actually getting a kill on one's pretty rare for me. Doing this solo. Oh great, only got one tin ore. Okay, only need about, what, 2 more kills I think? And then we'll be level 24. I wonder what spells we get at level 24. This is another reason why I'm really hoping for a zone like... I mean, wetlands would be ideal, but Redbridge could also do it, which is actually level appropriate, because we can gain some more levels, which will really help if we want to go back and like farm older zones. Level 24. Amazing. Look at that, we still got half a bar of rested experience. That's awesome. Okay. What we will do then is take a short break, and I will put a poll out. I can put a poll, I think, on both Twitch and YouTube, whether we want to carry on after the break on Zone Locked, or whether we want to switch over and level our crafting out. Right. So, continue farming on Zone Locked. That should be an option, shouldn't it? Right, option 1. Continue farming on Zone Locked. Or should we level our crafting out? I'll put that out for a few minutes just while we're on a break. Start the poll. So that's there, and then I think I can start one on YouTube as well. There you go. So there's a poll on both the YouTube and the Twitch. So what should we do next? Shall we carry on farming on Zone Locked, or do you want to head on over to the crafting hole and do some leveling. Completely up to you guys. I will be back in about a minute or two, just going to get a drink, and then we'll carry on with whatever you guys say. Okay, welcome back. Right, let's have a little look at the results of the poll. So on YouTube, we've got 3 votes for farming on Goldlocked, no votes for the crafting ult. On Twitch, where do I see? View the results. We got 4 for leveling crafting ult and 2 for farming on Goldlocked. So that's 5 against 4 for continuing to farm on Goldlocked. So pretty close. Pretty close. So maybe what we'll do is we got like maybe we'll half and half it then. So more people said they wanted me to continue farming on Goldlocked, so we'll continue doing that for a little bit, and then maybe we'll do a little bit of leveling at the end of the stream as well for those that wanted to do that, because it was pretty well split, sort of 5-4. So just as a heads up, so I'd planned a food delivery to come in like 2 hours, but they just called me to say, or I just saw on the app that they're early. So I may have to take a very short break shortly. It's not that big of a food shop, so it's fine. But just a heads up. So, we will continue farming. What should we farm? We'll farm... I want to just go back here real quickly, just to Iron Band's excavation. For 2... Oh, crikey, actually, our inventory's getting pretty full. So I was going to say we'll do that. Maybe we'll go back to Elwynn. Because that is our zone, after all. So what I'll do is, when this delivery guy does come, we'll hearth back to Stormwind. I can bank everything and sell off stuff we don't need. Oh, it's nice gloves. We've got some really good items here. Yeah, we'll take a few kills here, because these trogs are so good for cloth and for greens, and they also still give experience, which is cool. And Anita over on Twitch just followed. Thank you very much. Thanks, Anita. I appreciate the follow. Good to have you here. So we're doing really well on our follower goal. And we want to get 115 followers over on Twitch, and we've got 112, so that is just brilliant. Really appreciate it, guys. And the follow's good, just the click of a button, but it means you will get notified when we go live. So if that's something you'd like, then just press that button. Ah, there's the delivery guy. Okay, I do apologise, I'll be super quick. Yeah, he'll be here in a second, hang on. We can get a couple of kills in quickly. Ah, and Jumbo Shrimp 26 just followed as well. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That must mean we're up to 113 now. Good to have you here, Jumbo Shrimp. The best kind of shrimp, if you ask me. Don't know why you would have any other kind. Right, we're going to need to get to a safe place in the next few seconds. Bleep, bleep, bleep. I know, it's so loud, isn't it? Oh, this is just... so many bad things in this... in here. But what I don't like is just leaving them with like 2 really rubbish items. Because that's not cool for the next person that thinks they found a treasure chest and then right, we'll head over to Iron Band's excavation. Oh, the little safe bit. Because we're going to get this delivery in a second. In the meantime, we'll sell off some stuff that we don't need. What can I get for you today? But I think we're going to need a lot of this stuff. Off with you. Let's feed you. Hi. Disciples' boots. They don't sell. I know that from experience. But we've got loads of greens. Loads of greens. Awesome. Okay, we'll keep most of this stuff then. That's great. And we'll half back to Stormwind. Alright, I will be back in like 2 minutes, guys. Okay, we're back. Do apologise for that. That is the quickest you've ever seen anybody put away groceries, I tell you. My hands were like a blur, you couldn't even see them. Right, put loads of these copper ore away. I'll send off some of these items to sell to my mailbox alt, because we don't want to be holding on to them. And then we'll go out farming in Elwynn. Right, what should we farm in Elwynn, guys? Give me some ideas. I'm just gonna hide the screen for a sec, just while I send this off. But I'm still here, just so that I don't dox my name of my crafting alt. My auction house alt. So, yeah, what should we farm in Elwynn? We've got some pretty good linen cloth farms. What else have we got? We've got rare farms. We've got we check on our vendors as well. They're pretty good. Right. Go back to the live stream now. Maybe we'll just do a little bit of everything. Maybe we'll just do like a mega loop of checking out. We'll check out the vendors. We will check on all of the rares. We'll farm some kobolds, some gnolls. That's a pretty good mega farming loop. Give ourselves loads of trade goods.
What can I help you with?
Let's just stock up on some heavy shot. Because we didn't get too many of our rares in Elwynn. So it would be good to check in on some of them. The one I'd really like, because we got a jeweled dagger the other day. Jeweled daggers, the prices have shot up. Let me tell you. They have absolutely shot up. Same with the Broodmother carapace. So if I could get one more of each of those and sell them, I reckon we could leave Elwynn and those alone. So we'll do that. We're going to check on all of our rares. Let's get them all highlighted so we know where they are. Checking on all of our rares. Get loads of linen and copper ore. Just literally every trade good and transmog item we can see. Let's get it. Let's see how much value we can farm in one mega loop of Elwynn. Oh, I probably should have learnt some new spells while we were in the city. That's fine, we can go back and do that. Right. Defias members. Where are you? I don't care that I've already killed you 118 times. I'm going to kill you 119th. Also, I want to talk through the sort of logic of my crafting alts. So, obviously, the whole point of this challenge is to earn lots of gold. I was looking at, like, blacksmithing as a profession. And I can't really see many items, certainly that we're going to be able to make for a long time, that are actually going to pull in a lot of value. But I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like blacksmithing, like, there should be some lucrative crafts. Apart from, like, sharpening stones. All of the gear and that I looked at, anywhere up to, like, really like 225 skill, doesn't seem to be very profitable, but I feel like that's because I'm missing something. Engineering's got some good crafts that I could see. Even tailoring wasn't like overly lucrative apart from for like disenchanting. Right, those guys don't really drop cloth. Okay, got a good amount of copper ore here already. 11 copper ores. We're not even like, we've only just done this little bit. How much copper ore do you reckon we can get in a full loop of Elwynn? Maybe that should be a prediction. Maybe that should be a prediction. How much do you reckon? What's a reasonable amount, given that that is like, that's like 10, 11 copper ore. We've got 1, 2. I reckon 60 would be like a regular amount. Any more than 60, I think we're doing pretty well. For a single loop. Let's get a little prediction going. How much copper ore do you reckon we're gonna get? So I'm gonna do a full loop. I'm gonna go to basically what we did earlier. I'm gonna do all the rares, but I'm also gonna go around the whole length of the map and then kind of loop back. What do we reckon? Under 60? Over 60? Nexus, listening to your stream whilst you're in Deadmines Hardcore. Lovely. Good luck. What, are you tanking, healing, DPSing? Okay, a lot of people thinking we're going to get over 60 copper ore. pretty good return on investment if you say under 60 and you're right. Got about 10 more seconds. Whilst we look for gruff swift bite. And whilst I kill Hogger, of course. Okay. 2/3 you think we can get over 60 copper ore? 1/3 think under 60. I think it'd be pretty close. Pretty close. Oh, I just saw a nice big treasure chest. I'm trying to think how much we got in our last run. Oh, don't open that. Oh, that's just unkind, man. That's just unkind. Right, no gruff swift bite, I reckon. Which isn't surprising. It's a very heavily farmed area. Let's see if I'll gnarg the taskmasters up and hopefully get some more copper ore. Now what I can do is I can do this and that will show us how many copper ore we've got in real time. It's how you know you're watching a pro gamer. Because I can write macros. That's the only macro I can actually make reliably. Tried to make one for farming the gnolls, and I could not get the target bit of it down. Okay, oh, the cobalt mining shovel. If we were in retail, that would sell big. We'd be getting a lot of gold for that. Unfortunately in Classic, it's got a pretty high drop chance. And rubbish stats. Oh, this guy ain't doing too good. Take him out for you. Oh, I don't want to steal your kill. You get the tag, you get the tag. Attack Goldtooth. There we go. Oh no, oh. Paladin. Someone likes the Stormlight Archive. Okay. No probs. I assume that's a reference to the Stormlight Archive. Paladin Stormblessed. Really feel like this guy should be a paladin with a name like that, but Kaladin the Paladin didn't even occur to me they rhymed. Oh yes, Shadow Gem. I spot another copper ore, but I don't know where it is. That's the way out. think it must be something we've already been. Well, no Narg the Taskmaster, unfortunately. I don't think I've ever seen him. I think it's just too much of a heavily farmed zone. Right, we'll head down here, grab all of these lovely copper veins and see if we can get Thoros Lightfingers again. Thuggish Shield would be awesome, because then we've got both items from him. Yeah, is anyone else a fan of Stormlight Archive? Or any of Brandon Sanderson's books, really? Personally, I think I've read just about every one. I'm absolutely obsessed. Although, what am I currently reading at the moment? Dawn Shard. Which is a pretty good book. Not at all what I was expecting, though. What I was expecting from the book, but a pretty good book nonetheless. Thoros? No. Yeah, I think I'm more or less up to date on the book series. I just haven't read Wind and Truth. I think Dawn Shard comes before that, chronologically, in the book series, so I need to read that first, and then I need to buy myself Wind and Truth, probably as a Christmas present to myself. It's probably about the only thing I actually buy for myself is books. Not that other people buy stuff for me, I mean, I just don't tend to buy a whole lot of stuff. Books and food, the essentials for living. Right, let's clear out these Defias. Looks like somebody already has. Treasures. Yes, there is a treasure in there. Oh yes, silver bar. We've not been getting too lucky with these today. Right, we've got some potential copper ore down here. And then we'll do a big loop of Stonecairn Lake. Farm a few knolls. See if we can't get fed fennel. Ah, here we go. Here's the copper ore we've been looking for. And then we'll also farm around the mine as well. So those are going to be our biggest sources of copper ore. Because we're about a quarter of the way. Or just over a quarter of the way. Got some malachite. And a shadow gem. Wonderful. So we'll hoard them for later. So what I want to do is go back and have a look when the original classic servers progressed to TBC, what the value of copper ore went up to. I wouldn't be surprised if they went up to like 10 silver a piece. So you think if I hoard like 500 of them, 10 silver a piece, that's 50 gold. That's half of our next zone spin. But that might be optimistic. Can't get my maths out. Rom Nanaldo. Any new rules this zone? There is one, actually. Not necessarily a new rule, but a rule that has been, I suppose, activated for the first time, is that whenever we unlock a starting zone, we can create a crafting ult. So, because we have unlocked Elwynn Forest, we can create a human character who we can use purely for having two professions, basically. Two crafting professions. So we can't go farm on them, we can't have herbalism or mining, or we couldn't make a rogue and do, you know, pickpocketing and stuff like that. But they can learn two professions. So we've done that. We've got a human crafting ult that I, to be honest, haven't done too much on at the moment. And the reason I kind of haven't is because there's a time investment needed. So you need to be level 5 to learn the, whatever it is, apprentice or journeyman, I think it's maybe apprentice, skill up to level 75. You need to be level 10 to learn journeyman, so up to 150. And then I think you need to be level 20 to learn the expert level. So getting to level 10 probably takes about 3 hours, which isn't a huge amount of time, but it is, you know, that'd be 3 hours where I wouldn't be farming, I wouldn't be earning any money. I would just purely be investing that in the ability to effectively not have to drop professions on my main. So we can also, because obviously because the gnomes share a starting zone with dwarves, we can technically have a gnome as well. Oh man, people keep nicking my chests. So we can have a gnome as well. But again, it's just about that time investment. So yeah, I will be doing that at some point. I've started leveling my human. And we might pop over to him actually in a little bit. Do a few quests, because he's got a fair amount of rested experience that I need to make use of. But yeah, ideally I wanna get him to level 20. Just so that we're pretty well future-proofed. And then I think it's level 35 that we need to get the final sort of get a skill up to 300. But I'm not going to be leveling it to level 35 anytime soon. That's for sure. Because those crafting ults are also bound by all of the rules that our main is bound by. So they can only use the zones that are unlocked. They can't buy off the auction house, they can't trade, can't group up, none of that stuff. So obviously there's no way to get them to level 35 even if we wanted to. And even getting to level 20 is a little bit hard because obviously we've only got Loch Medan unlocked. But yeah, that's what we can do. We can have a crafting ult. And it'll be a while obviously before we get the Night Elf. But my rough thought is we get... we'll use the gnome for engineering, obviously, because gnomes get plus 15 to engineering. Maybe leatherworking to get some good gear, and to make use of our skinning. And then for the human, I'm kind of unsure. Maybe blacksmithing, maybe tailoring. To be honest, it's not too much of a difficulty to drop skinning and that, or even mining at the moment. But yeah, eventually that will come in very handy. But we kind of have to invest now to see the benefit later. Right. Let's farm some gnolls. Yeah, so the reason I've got that rule is because we're generally playing from the Patholerics rule set. And he's got crafting ults there. Although I would say that actually crafting ults are going to be more beneficial to us in Classic than they would be in Retail, because Retail leveling professions tends to be quicker. But then again, you do have a lot of recipes that you would lose. So I do think crafting ults are going to be handy. Johnny Law. Firstly, love the name. Are ults able to make player gear, or can you make money through crafting? So yeah, ults could make gear for us, absolutely. Or gear for each other, I suppose, you know, to help them level. Obviously that would have cost quite a bit of materials, but again it might be worth the investment of time and money to have more efficient grinding. Can you make money through the crafting? I hope so. To be honest, a lot of professions in Classic, unless you got them to max, can't really see like huge money-making opportunities. I think the big money-making opportunities come from tailoring and enchanting, because we get loads of linen cloth, as we're getting now, that on their own are worth very, very little. But if we convert them through tailoring and then disenchant them, like we've done in previous videos, then actually we can get about a silver's worth of value out of each linen cloth. So right here, what have we got? 29 linen cloth. Ordinarily worth very little, maybe worth 1 silver between them, but if we convert them, we can convert them into like 30 silver worth of value. So that's a really good craft that will make us money. As for all the other professions, yeah, I don't think there's actually that much money-making opportunity. But we'll see. We'll see. Higher levels there certainly will be. And when... I just walked past the chest. Is the chest you're talking about the one I just got, or was there another one? I'll put on treasure finding. I need to keybind these to my mouse so I can switch between them easily. Because I've got my aspects of the cheetah and the hawk keybound to my mouse, which is really helpful. Oh, it's the one I just picked up. Cool. Yeah, I am terrible for walking past chests. But yeah, I appreciate the heads up. Because there can be some really good value in them. Really good. Right, we got any more copper ore? I don't think so. Let's have a look. So we're at 36 copper ore, which is a way off 60, but we're going to walk down here, we're going to go through the mine, and we're also going to loot. We're going to go all the way back to Stormwind as well, so I think it is very 50-50 whether we'll have 60 or more. I should have put an option on there for, like, you know, exactly 60. Which would be like, you know, the 00 on roulette. Unlikely, but if you get it, very lucrative. Also, something I didn't know, because obviously I can't participate in predictions, but apparently you can't, you can only vote on one option. So even if there's like 6 different options, each person can only vote on one. Which is kind of a shame, I think. Maybe there's a setting I can change for that. But I think for some options you do want to be able to split your bet a bit. Okay, oh yes, Kobold Geomancers, let's go. We love a magic candle. And another chest, don't worry, I spotted it. Come on, silver bar. Nope. Oh, we've got a magic candle. That's 15 silver right there. Yeah, I don't think there's any other... I'm trying to think if there's any rules that Patholerics has that we would also be implementing. Can't think of any major ones off the top of my head. I'm not a big fan of too many rules anyway. I think keep it simple, and then people kind of know what you're doing. It's also a balance. I want to keep things challenging. So one of the things I am going to keep an eye on is if we see really big gold inflation when Burning Crusade drops, we may increase the amount of gold we need per zone. Because we don't want to just be, you know, speeding through each zone in a couple of hours. Not that I think it would inflate that much, but you get the idea. We want to keep it challenging. We want to keep it interesting. Chests. There is a chest in the mine next to an ore node. Which is what we love to see. And a geomancer. You know what? It looks like this mine is completely untouched, so we might be lucky with Mother Fang. Kev T, I must be running delayed. You're at Jasperload and you can't see me. No, not running delayed. I think YouTube is maybe like 10 seconds behind, but yeah, nothing major. You may be on a different layer to me. I think that's a thing in Classic still. Our full inventory. It's not what we want. So yeah, I'm here. You just... Yeah, we may be on different layers. I don't know how you see that or change it. Zeth, not sure if you've answered this question when I wasn't listening or if anyone else has asked it, but is the pacifist challenge finished or just on hold / on ice? So the pacifist challenge is not finished. I would say I guess it's kind of on pause. I haven't consciously made that decision, I suppose, or kind of said it, but yeah, I think this challenge is taking more time than I thought, like per week to get out the videos. So I haven't put too much time into the pacifist challenge. I have been going back to it every now and then, you know, getting some rested XP and doing some various stuff with it. But yeah, so I will finish the series for that, but that will probably be at a slower rate than it initially was. So yeah, the videos are coming. They're just yeah, it's just like, I guess that's kind of my second series at the moment. But we did a live stream and we got to level, what did we get to? Level 85, I think. So I am occasionally dropping in and editing the video, the Cataclysm video. So we're not actually that far off completing it. We've obviously got the 85 to 90 grind, which is the biggest grind because the experience requirements scale pretty heavily. Yeah, so they'll be out, but just it's just kind of an as and when. Right. Yeah, it's interesting because when I started doing the Goldlocked challenge, it was very much an experiment of is this something that I'm interested in? Because I haven't done too much gold farming, certainly not for a few years. And also, is it like something that people want to watch? And I was surprised by both how much I enjoyed doing it, but also how much it kind of resonated with others. Wow, look at that sun. So yeah, I kind of wasn't expecting the Goldlocked challenge to take off in the way that it did, if I'm being completely honest. The idea was that was always going to kind of be the second challenge and the pacifist one would be the main. But yeah, you just never predict these things. And also I'm having such a blast with it, like it's really fun to unlock the new zones. It's nice and all, but you'd be lying if you said you get starting to get full on the same full zones. Yeah, that's totally fair. It's totally fair. To be honest, that's why I keep sort of shuffling between them. Because yeah, I mean, obviously I've spent a lot more hours offline as well in Elwynn. So yeah, I've seen this forest a lot. So yeah, I'm ready for a new zone, and I'm hoping we get one that's a little bit different as well. So that's why I think wetlands would be good, because I haven't seen like a wetlands gold making video. Alright, we're coming up to the gates of Stormwind. If we see any copper ore on our mini-map, I'm going to go for it. But I don't know if we're close enough to have them pop up. Nope, I think that is it. So we managed to get 53 copper ore in that run, which means those that voted under 60 win the prediction. Congratulations. Yeah, everything below 30 plus to be fair. Yeah. Well, I mean, the Badlands, as difficult as it would be for me, would be fun to watch. Like, I do appreciate that. Obviously, I'm not voting for it because not that I get a vote, but it wouldn't be my choice because it'd be really hard. But actually, it'd probably be pretty cool. A, because it's a higher level zone, and also
open for business.
Yeah, because it's just a bit different as well, and the challenge of it would be quite cool. So yeah, I completely understand everybody who votes Badlands in the next spin. There is no ill feeling there at all. That's what I would be voting. If I was a viewer rather than doing it, I would be voting Badlands. Because it's just entertaining. Alrighty. So we got our bags full. Well, not full, but we got a pretty good stash of items here. Let's chuck in our gems. Kev T, loving the series. Gotta go, catch you later. Well, thank you very much for dropping in. It was good to have you here. That was a very productive farming session. I think what we'll do, it's been a stream of 3 hours. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check in on all my auctions and that, and do some reposts, and also see what's come in, because I haven't actually checked them since early this morning. And then I'm going to get to some video editing, because, like I say, we're so close. I'd really love it if we could escape Elwynn this week. So, Zeth, can't wait for stuff like the Plague Lands and the lights. Oh yes, that is going to be so good. That's going to be so good. How many zones off are we? So say we did things, you know, ideally wetlands next, then something like Arathi or the Badlands into the Burning Steppes or Searing Gorge would also be good. Wetlands, Arathi. Yeah. I mean, once Burning Crusade comes out, we may be really steaming ahead on the gold making. So it may be the case that we get a couple of zone spins in sort of quicker succession, which would be nice. Really progress to some high level zones. And then we've got all of Kalimdor still to explore as well. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the wheel does for us. But yeah, I'm gonna go check on our auctions. Gonna finish off some editing. Keep an eye out, because I'd like to get the Elwynn video out this week. We just gotta make the gold, honestly. So we'll see how we do. But yeah, thanks everybody for a great stream. Good to see you all. Spend the afternoon with you. Have a good one. And go with peace, friends. See you all later.